What's up, YouTube? Jonathan Pariente, the Education 10 here, coming at you guys with another video. And this one will be the Yankees. And today they will be making another call-up from the minors, Gleyber Torres. The big prospect that everybody's been talking about from the trade for Aroldis Chapman that the Yankees made with the Cubs back in 2016. Yankees eventually got Chapman back. But before doing that, they got Gleyber Torres, Clint Frazier, etc., and other deals before that. So Clint Frazier was in the Andrew Miller trade, and the Yankees got Gleyber Torres, the top prospect from the Cubs, in the Aroldis Chapman trade. So at just 21 years old, Gleyber Torres will make his Yankee debut. He will play second base today and will bat in the 8th spot in the Yankees lineup. So the Yankees now have called up the two big prospects in their corner infield for second base, for third base. So we already have Andujar up, and he's starting to hit now, which is huge. And now you throw in Gleyber Torres' bat. Likelihood is I think he'll end up... I think second base is, the best place for him where he belongs. You put him at second, you put Andujar at third. Wait till Greg Bird comes back and then plays first, and we have our whole young infield for first, second, and third base, with Didi Gregorius, of course. So now the Yankees have pretty much called up all these big names that they were holding on to in their farm system that are now here. Just a couple more still remain. When will the Yankees call up Chance Adams, and when will they call up Justice Sheffield? That should be, my hope would be very soon. But let's not rush these things forward, you know? So right now, the goal now is for this Yankees team to finally really string together a few wins. That's what they've been lacking for the first 19 games so far. It's been kind of up and down. Win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 2. And then after that, it's just win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, over and over and over again. So here's the Yankees' chance to take 3 out of 4 from the Jays. Luis Severino goes to the mound for the Yanks in this afternoon's game. And I'll tell you something. If the Yankees start to kind of put everything together, which I think as the season progresses, and we're only a few games in, they're going to get this figured out. Look out for these Yankees now. They have potential in this lineup to have what Houston has. Players that can hit anywhere in the lineup, and there's no easy out up and down the lineup. We've seen a bunch of weird things this year already. Heck, with this lineup, the Yankees won't get no hit like Boston did last night. But more to the point, if I'm the Yankees now, Gary Sanchez is already here, guy from the farm. Aaron Judge, guy we developed in the minors, he's here. Greg Bird, when he comes back, is here. Tyler Austin is here. Andujar is here. Now Gleyber Torres is here. Luis Severino is here. What do you see of the majority of this Yankees team right now that I've just mentioned? All right, Gleyber Torres, they did get in a trade, that is fair to say. But the majority of what the Yankees have, these guys came from the farm. These weren't big money signings. These weren't big money free agents that the Yankees acquired. These are players that the Yankees developed, and now here they are in the Bronx. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they will bring to the table. And these kids are all still very young, and they have a bright future ahead of them. And just wait till this whole Yankee lineup gets cooking. It's going to be soon. Stanton's starting to break out of his slump. Judge is hitting better than he's hit last year. Gary's kind of starting to figure it out too, and Didi's just continues to improve on his play since he came over to the Yankees. It's really just incredible. Just wait till this whole Yankee team gets going when everybody comes back 100% healthy. we'll see where this goes. The one concern I still have with the Yankees, and everybody knows what I'm talking about, starting pitching. The starting pitching is still continuing to be a struggling point for the Yankees this year. Now, Severino's been the ace. Jordan Montgomery came off with a very good start yesterday. Hoping Montgomery and Severino could be one of our main two starters right now that can really give the Yankees those innings when they need them. But other pieces of this Yankee rotation have to step up. I know Sabathia is a veteran, but let the guy pitch. Stop taking him out after 75 pitches. I know he was coming off an injury for the first start. Fine, I'll let that pass. But you got to let CeCe go deeper into games. You have to let him eat innings for the Yankees bullpen. Because right now, the bullpen is kind of starting to figure it out, but it got off to a shaky start at the beginning. I'll agree to that. But Tanz has been a little up and down. Robertson, a little up and down, but he's been for the most part better. Adam Warren just got placed on the DL. Chapman is Chapman. That's fine. You need to trust these starters to give that bullpen the rest it needs and let these guys get into a groove. That's what the Yankees have to start looking at as we get into May to June and July. Can the Yankees establish a consistent starting rotation for the remainder of the season? But right now, two important pieces of that rotation are concerning me a bit. Sonny Gray looks lost. He's barely hitting 92 miles an hour with his fastball. He's always been a nibbler, Sonny Gray. He's always been a guy that kind of likes to dance around hitters. That's something he has to change. For all the talent this kid has, and he has incredible talent. He's like Pineda. He has great stuff, but either gets burned by the long ball or he just can't put hitters away. Something Pineda struggled with, and that's why Pineda's not a Yankee no more. And I'm hoping Sonny Gray is not becoming another Pineda, but it's starting to show like that he is. Sonny Gray is going to have to get things right. Not just him, Masahiro Tanaka's another one. ERA is well over 6, and he continues to be burned by the long ball. Now, when Tanaka's stuff is there, he's about as on as any pitcher in the game when he's on. But the long balls continue to hurt Tanaka, and until he starts figuring out how to keep that number down. And it seems like this year Tanaka's been going through one of those phases where one bad inning could just screw everything up for him. Just ask the grand slam to JD Martinez, even though the Yankees won that game. Look at his previous start. Tanaka needs to limit the home runs. And he has to just either start getting ahead of hitters or, again, every pitcher has to make an adjustment. He has to find an adjustment and reinvent a little bit of who he is as a pitcher. That's how pitchers in today's game make it. The ability to adapt, the ability to change. Look at guys like CeCe. He used to be a guy that had overpowering stuff, and then his velocity went down. He had to reinvent himself. He had to become a pitcher with control. He made it work. And that's something maybe that Tanaka is going to have to start figuring out with how he's been hit so far. So right now, the Yankees' rotation still has question marks. Except for Severino, and Montgomery's coming off 2 good starts. Tanaka's got to fix things up. Sonny Gray's got to really fix things up. And Sabathia's going to have to be given a bit of a longer leash. Do that, and the rest of the Yankees' bullpen can follow suit. Yankees have the lineup established now. This is a team that's going to hit. Now they have to get the pitching straightened out. If they get that put together, look out for these Yankees in the American League East. But things are going to get a little tougher for the Yankees now. To finish this 4-game series with Toronto, then the Twins come into Yankee Stadium for 4 more games. And then the Yankees are going to go on a very big West Coast trip, beginning with the Angels. And then the very team that took them out last year, Houston, in their place. Let's see where the Yankees will be after Minute Maid. We'll see. Execution 10, signing off for now.